guys,
it's Tick.
And Tack. And welcome back to Figment.
My controller don't work.
It took a break.
It was spooky.
It took a hiatus.
What if we don't?
I encourage Piper. My purpose is to overcome
What's your problem,
Alliance
Connor?
fears.
My problem?
Yeah, what the fuck's your problem?
Do I have a problem?
Why are you looking around? Little
I like
questionable.
being observant.
This is I don't know if I trust it.
implying that I'm like evil or something?
I don't know if I trust it. I don't know if I trust this guy.
Okay, so you don't trust it. What happens now?
Die? You said you needed 2 forests, right?
Yes.
Wow, you should have grabbed more than you should have.
I grabbed all of my forests.
You should have grabbed more. You own more forests.
Yeah, a couple more, probably, for sure.
These sleeves are massive, by the way.
Yeah.
They have elbow room for days.
It happens.
It's so silly.
Unfortunately.
Get these sleeved and then cry because I forgot I still have to cut out the whole deck.
We're gonna watch you cry.
Yeah, basically.
Oh boy.
Watch me cry as I cut out a whole deck made of paper. Watch there be like just not enough sleeves for some reason. Instead of extra, they gave you less.
It is a possibility.
They gave you only 95 sleeves. It's not even like a good less, you know, something you can get away with.
Good less.
Yeah, it's not, yeah, you can't get away with it. It's just you're screwed.
Dang, this is pretty cool.
Yeah, was it? Oh, because it dances? That's
Yeah.
funny. That's very silly.
Just take something from being an animation to
This is
Yes.
real hot dogs.
I don't know what to say.
I don't know, say something. Anything, please. Don't leave me hanging.
I wish I had more tacos.
Okay, you have to die. That was the wrong thing to
To
say.
be fair, in theory, there's nothing stopping me from making more tacos except my unwillingness to do so.
Just your own hubris.
I don't know if hubris is an apt word for this.
I can't believe your fatal flaw is hummus.
Alright, let's see. What am I looking for here? This pile of fucking paper here that I gotta cut.
Thank you, by the way,
We gotta make gotta get this deck ready so you can play test it.
for him cutting out all those things. I know you're not doing much else, but
You're right.
I
I'd just
appreciate it.
be sitting here anyways.
Ah,
Don't let them hurt you.
trying not to. It just sort of happens. I have 2 cannons after my butt, so
Yeah, they're always trying to touch his butthole. You know them.
stupid fucking cannons.
It's a tough time.
Bitches love cannons.
Bitch kid.
So good.
What is
I
it?
love the abridged Kelsey
You freaking would.
videos.
I wrote a
That's what
fanfic recently where it was referenced.
That's where it freaking comes from, dude.
Oh man. Unfortunately, I had to drop an anime this week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was Witch Watch.
Witch Watch,
Yeah.
the new anime.
Yeah, it's relatively new.
Why'd you have to drop it?
It just lacked any substance.
It's really sad.
It happens.
Well, because it starts with good substance, and then it just gets to the point where you're just like, what is even fucking
Why am I
happening?
here?
It's like, why? Yeah, exactly. Like, what even is happening?
Doesn't even
Because,
feel like it has an overarching goal.
well, no, not really, because it starts out with, okay, so the world is one with witches. Witches are real people that everybody knows about.
Are they just the classical, all of them are women, they don't cast magic, they're outcast from society, that kind of thing?
Well, they're no outcasting. They just are witches.
Okay.
They cast magic. Anyways, so
Men cast magic.
no, but there are other types of beings, kind of as well.
Okay.
Because like part of the history or whatever is that like witches would have familiars, and then familiars, if they like were strong enough or something or whatever, they would take on human forms, and those human forms could have children with other humans, and then it would born like different races of humans, like
Yeah.
actual people.
Yep.
And anyways, so like those exist too. So like one of your main characters is this guy. He's like a ogre or whatever. So he just looks like a person, but he's like super strong and durable. But then the other main character is this witch, who like he's her familiar or whatever. We're in modern times as well. But she went off to school or whatever to train when they were kids, and then she came back forever ago, and she's like to be with him. And that's where the anime starts, right? And part of the whole thing is like he has to protect her from like this prophecy that's gonna kill her or something, and she has to train to become like an actual witch, like a full-fledged. But it's a silly show, so like it kind of for a little while there had like real plot that was actually happening, but then it hit like the halfway mark for where now it's just a bunch of people hanging out in a house, basically just talking to each other.
And they're not really doing anything.
No, and there's no real like danger because it's a silly anime, and so it's just like okay, great.
Did you ever watch The Pet Girl of Sakura Cell?
Yes, I did watch that one. Yeah.
That one reminds me, and for good reason, it reminds me of
Yeah, and there's an opinion that can't get through.
Bunny Girl Senpai.
Hey, opinion.
Does it?
Who are you?
It was written by the same guy,
Okay.
To play an instrument.
so that's fine.
Why does it remind you of?
Stuck here?
Right. The whole
Just because it's
validation
just a lot of like
seems to be out of order.
talking, basically, like just people hanging out, just being bros.
Just being bros.
Yeah.
You know what I still haven't watched?
Hmm.
That one anime that you and me talked about, Braden, with the two guys
They seem to be
that are just on an adventure together.
The two guys.
Oh
Doing guy stuff?
I gotcha.
I bet we need to
Oh,
guide
that
the light into the
What's her
statue.
name?
I don't remember. I just remember we had talked about it before, that it was a new anime that was coming out where it's like just two dudes on an adventure together.
The Water Mage. Just the Water Mage. Bless you.
Thank you.
What kind of guys are they?
Just two
Just
young
bros.
dudes. Yeah,
They're
just two young guys.
in like a modern age fantasy.
No,
world?
fantasy.
They have magic at all.
I think one of them might. I think one of them's a wizard and the other's just a fighter.
So it is exactly the anime that I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
It's the like Water Mage or whatever.
I
It's
think
another
one's
one of
got
those.
like red hair and the other's got black hair.
Yeah, it's literally an isekai of a guy.
Oh, it is an isekai.
It's an isekai of the guy, and he's the mage. He does the classic, he dies or gets killed by some stupid thing. The god gives him powers of his choice or whatever,
Sure.
and then he gets to go live his life. Basically, the whole point was like, oh, I just want to live comfortably, blah 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 blah, in the middle of the forest where no one can find me. And so he lives in the middle of the forest where no one can find him for a little while.
Uh-huh.
And then the other guy shows up on a ship eventually that crashed near where he lives or whatever. And then
So
he
did you watch
leaves
the
the
whole
comfort.
thing?
Yeah, and then he leaves the comfort of his home.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was alright, but it's the I mean, it's literally just the
It's a
classic.
Cookie cutter.
Yeah, it's the
like
cookie
nothing-
cutter like.
nothing original.
Because the whole adventure of the two guys takes place over literally like one episode.
Okay, well that's really sad.
Because they just make their whole journey in like basically one
Fast
episode.
travel,
Yeah,
yeah.
of like them traveling this great distance together and bonding.
And what was the whole point of it?
The whole point of the show.
No, well, I guess, but I was thinking more like, what was the point of the adventure?
The point of the adventure was the dude, the main character, lived in this remote forest where the god dropped him, and then the other guy just crashed his ship
So they're
nearby.
looking for society together.
They're making their trip back for the guy to get back home,
Ah,
and then the main character just hangs out with him and just bees an overpowered main character
I see.
in the middle of a town with a bunch of people.
Well, that's really sad.
So it just becomes a cookie cutter anime.
How unfortunate.
It is pretty sad because it had a good start with that. That was definitely a unique start.
Friggin',
Well, sort of.
there's this book, this light novel that I'm reading. It's called Death After Death. And basically the premise for this is you've got like you. Honestly, if it wasn't for the fact that this kind of person is really hard to come across in real life, he would straight up be Logan.
Vineyard?
Yes, literally just a really big narcissist, super into like all of the Soulsborne game, like an
Oh,
avid
you're talking
video game.
about
Macintosh.
Oh,
you're talking about
Macintosh, sorry, Macintosh.
That's what I was
I
like.
meant-
Vineyard? That's completely different.
Sorry, I meant Macintosh. Friggin' like just big narcissist, really big into video games. Friggin' really thinks himself superior to like everybody else in most things. And so what ends up happening is the dude dies, and he meets a goddess with a capital G. She is like explicitly stated she has omnipotence. Like she knows everything that's happening everywhere, and doesn't really have she has, I guess, a limit to her power, but it's like because of her own doing. Anyways, the whole death system in that world is when you are alive, you have karma. The more meaningful and good things you do in your life, the more karma you have. If you have enough karma, you get to reincarnate as something awesome, like a human or maybe a higher being. But what ends up happening with most people is they don't get enough karma in their life, so they have to reincarnate as something less than a human. And it basically goes from like the equivalent of like something intelligent, like a monkey or a dolphin, to eventually you're reincarnating as a plant because you just have so little karma. And in order to get another shot at becoming like an intelligent life form again, you just need to do well in however many lives it takes you to save up enough karma to be able to reincarnate as something intelligent again. And so the main character, she's like, yeah, so you wasted like way too much of your like life doing nothing, and you died like at only like 30 something years old. So yeah, the deck was just stacked against you. So yeah, you can't reincarnate as a human, but you could like reincarnate as like a water buffalo or something. Like you'd probably be a really good water buffalo. You'd probably be good at that. And so he's like, no, I need to reincarnate into a fantasy world and have my adventure and yada yada yada. And so she's like, well, I can do that, but you really should reconsider. It's like, no, freaking, I want to go to the world with magic and adventures and all this stuff. So she's like, okay. And so she reincarnates him because he literally, like, she tries to, like, warn him, don't. You really don't want to do this. Until eventually she just gives up. It's like, fine, we're doing this. So she plops him down, and essentially what has happened, and what we, like, find out over the course of the, I say over the course of, like, there's over 300 chapters, and it's still getting released, and I've passed, like, chapter 100, is the world he got reincarnated. Imagine, like, an inverse of Sword Art Online, where instead of climbing a massive tower, you're delving, like, 100 floors of a dungeon.
Okay.
And obviously it gets worse and worse and worse. The problem is the main character is under the assumption that this is like your classical isekai reincarnation thing. It's not. He doesn't have a status screen or anything. Like, all of the things that he learns, they're just how good like how proficient he is at the skills. He doesn't get mad, like, crazy powers. Or I think, to be fair, he does. He does eventually learn how to cast magic, but the problem is magic in this world is just evil because it takes up life force. So until he eventually figures that out, he's literally like taking years off of his life every time he's taking time out of his life whenever he casts a spell. The biggest thing is every time he dies, he comes back to that tiny little cabin at the very beginning. And the reason is because his punishment, the way he'll get enough karma, theoretically, to reincarnate the way he wants, is to complete this dungeon. The problem is that of the over 5 million souls that have been dumped in this place, none have ever succeeded. And the reason is because this is a one-of-a-kind thing. There was a hero at one point that had done so much good work for the goddess in the life that he had, that she went up and said, okay, you have been such a good boy in life. You are like literally my favorite child ever. You get to make a request, and basically, like, if it is within my power to give it to you, I will give it to you. And so what he wanted was he wanted to be reincarnated in a world that didn't need a hero. And she's like, okay, that's not possible because every world has some degree of darkness that needs somebody to fight against it. Reasonable enough. So he's like, okay, I want to be a hero. Freaking, like, basically just, they don't need me. So she's like, okay, I will do my best to accommodate your request. So her solution to that problem was she was going to condense so much of the evil that would happen in this world over time. She would condense into such a small period of time that if he managed to achieve world peace, that the golden age where there wouldn't be any evil would basically seem almost like it would go on forever. Even though, like, it wouldn't, it would be like such a long time period that it would seem that way. The problem is that this was a terrible idea, and he failed. He failed to stop the evil from like just overrunning that entire world. So this world, this dungeon, basically has become a dumping ground for like either people that she basically just wants to kick out of the reincarnation cycle because she really doesn't like them, or just people that she thinks could pull this off because she needs somebody to fix it for her. Like, as he completes these levels and like solves the problems that she needs solved, it's helping her mend the world and like fix the mistakes. So it's a whole freaking thing, and I'm just like, it's really, really good. Super complicated though. He's died. The whole wording of it is every time he dies, he gets to reincarnate. But there are like ways to circumvent that ruling in a fashion. Like one time he got bit by a zombie on this zombie level, and that didn't undead. He was granted undeath, which means he didn't technically die, but he was a zombie, so he was being like forced to like walk around in hordes and eat people for like a couple months till somebody finally killed him. And then there was another where he got petrified by a, what the frick is it? I think it's a basilisk. He got petrified by a basilisk, and he was frozen for probably like over like anywhere from like 50 to 70 years as like a stone statue, and he almost went insane. If it had gone on for a couple more years, he would have gone insane. But he got freed by the goddess. She's like, yeah, I like try to make a round through here every century or so to like free any of the heroes that got like frozen on this level, and freaking yeah, it was pretty bad. And he's like, how could you let this happen? She's like, if you think this is bad, there are significantly worse things that could happen to you down here than like being frozen in stone for a century.
That's so sad.
Yeah, like things like straight up, like there's a section, like one level, where there's a tiny pit, a pit that leads to hell that you could fall in, and that's it. If you fall in there, you're done. Like, she won't come get you down there. The demons will never like kill you. So you'll literally just be held down there and tortured for like eternity.
Damn.
Yeah, and it's heavily hinted that there have been a number of people that have definitely fallen into that pit before. And that's it. You won't get reincarnated. You fall in there, you are dunzos.
What a stupid world. Why didn't she, like, tell him about this stuff before?
That's the thing, that she has I don't know why. She has a rule in place that every 10 levels that you complete, you get to ask one question. So if when you make it to the 10th level, you get a question. When you make it to the 20th level, you get a question. And freaking most heroes, like, I think only like 1 out of 100 make it to level 20. That's not even to say they complete it. They just make it to that point. So, yeah, freaking... And you don't get any information for free. You get one question per those 10 levels. So it's like, you gotta prioritize, like, what do I want to ask? You know, like, what's super important to me?
You know, one of the best ways to deal with a dungeon crawl thing?
What's that?
Just get an ability that lets you, like, dig through the ground.
Oh, well, that's the problem. Is freaking... wait, are you talking about, like, how trying to cheese it, or, like...
Yeah, trying to cheese it. You just dig straight down.
Well, no. Here's the problem. I say it's a dungeon, but, like, every level that he goes down, he's in a different part of the world. He's not underground for, like, almost any of this.
Oh, that's stupid.
Yeah, freaking...
That's not, like, a dungeon.
Well, he goes down in the very beginning. He goes down into the first level. But it is also said, it is described as, like, there are 99 levels, and you have to, like, beat all of them to be released from this place.
Whoa. Ridiculous.
Oh, no.
Oh, what did you do?
He knocks the soccer up.
Oh, it's back. That'd be funny if it just took away forever.
Oh,
Broken
damn it.
game.
There he goes again.
Stop sucking, Bryn.
It's gone. Yeah, it's pretty freaking good. It's had some rough points. I wouldn't say he wasted. He used his floor 30 question because he at one point was like, he was dealing with some trauma. He's like, I need to take a period of time and stop. So there was this this character, her name was Freya. She was one of the characters on one of the floors, Oh, and you have to understand, by the way. So I told you earlier how like magic like eats lifespan in order to be used. That the way that most warlocks supplement that is by like trying to use the lifespan of other living creatures. And so because of that, in every single like level and every route, because it's all connected to the same world, everybody hates warlocks. They will straight up kill you if they can get away with it. If they find out that you use magic. So that is also another element that he has to deal with, because people would kill him for his power, even if he helps them, like, you know, healing magic and stuff. They would still like kill him immediately if given the opportunity. And he's died multiple times because people like, there are some people that can see his ability to use magic because they perceive him as being evil because he uses life force, whether it's his or somebody else. They just see that and they're like, oh, he's evil. Like one time he stayed at an inn in one of the worlds he was in, and the freaking innkeeper straight up snuck into his room and slit his throat while he was sleeping.
Damn.
Didn't even know her, didn't say anything, didn't do anything. She's like, oh, he's evil. He can't be good, and then she killed him. Friggin'. So yeah, the world can be like very, very cruel to him. But on one of the levels, he basically like, he found out he can drag NPCs. I say NPCs, they're real people, they're just trapped in time. He can drag people between the levels. And the only real time he's ever done that was with his wife, because he did marry that one character, and freaking they were gonna have a kid and everything. No, freaking she died. She was almost raped by another dude, and then freaking she got hit by him, and then had an aneurysm basically, and freaking died. And he didn't lose his mind, but he was really depressed for a while there. Really depressed. But basically, he wanted to figure out if, like, his question, because freaking the dude that was, like, trying to do that to her, like, was mocking, like, yeah, like, this has been going on for a while, dude, like, freaking, yeah, you were just not it. She just was not satisfied with you. So he used his 30th floor question to be like, was she faithful? Like, and also, could I have done more? And the answer was yes to both of those. Freaking, she was very faithful to him, and he definitely could have been. But like, the character development is really nice, because obviously, like I said, you go from like where he was to where he is now. Like, he has become a lot more mellowed out than he was when he first started. But to be fair, he's also been alive for significantly longer than he was.
Dude, freaking Shay and I have been watching through ReZero. We just finished season 2, part 2.
ReZero.
The one where he dies and then he comes back into a checkpoint and it's like returned by death where if he tells anybody.
Wait, is that the one with Subaru?
Yeah, and when he dies, he'll just fucking...
Gosh dang.
Yeah, that's a fucking brutal one.
Yes, it is. It's really sad.
But we've been rewatching it and it's like really good.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah, he's kind of... I freaking tried to watch it like a couple months ago, and I got like into the first episode, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna stop. I know that like it's probably one of those things where you get through, like, cause he's just so optimistic, like, oh my gosh, she's gonna get run over by like a dude. I guess I should do something, and then an actual like knight or like hero or somebody runs in and like saves the child from getting run over by the carriage, and I'm just like, nice, you did it, Subaru. You've watched that guy save the child from getting run over.
Pretty much.
Did you see or hear anything?
It's so good though. It's such a good show.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's amazingly good.
How many seasons are there?
It's got 3.
It's got 4.
But it's got like a season 2 part 1 and part 2.
Ah.
But yeah, no, freaking I had not seen, I'd only seen season 2 one time, and I've never seen season 3, so I'm really excited to get to season 3.
I see.
Because we really get to see some new stuff. Because they finally defeated, like, whatever the Sanctuary was and beat Roswald and the stupid evil bunny horde that kills everybody. That was fun.
Eats everyone.
Yeah, it does. It just eats everyone and everything.
Including him at one point.
Yeah, I think he got eaten by them twice, actually.
Yeah, he got eaten, like, it was the first time when freaking the, when he was, like, going to, like, that little winter wonderland, and freaking, Amelia's, like, guardian, like, killed him or something because she got murdered. Right?
That's a different death. That's a different death. This death is...
I did see the video of him getting eaten, though.
Yeah, but that was when they were in the Sanctuary. in season 2, which is where they spend basically all
Where'd
of
that
season 2.
goofy rabbit horde even come from?
They just exist in the world.
Oh, as a horde.
Yeah, they just exist. Yeah,
Oh.
because they're basically a hive mind of those bunnies.
And how'd they deal with them?
Beatrice actually got rid of them.
Ah,
Because-
the little wizard warlock girl.
Yeah, that lives in the Forbidden Library
Yes.
in the mansion. But basically, Subaru convinced her to live her life, essentially.
Why?
Because
She's just hanging out in the library for some reason.
well, yeah, because she's a spirit,
Sure.
and the Witch of Greed, Echidna,
Yeah.
told her to guard the library until that person shows up.
And how did she know who that person is?
Well, that's the thing. Is Echidna purposely left it vague because there is no that person. That person doesn't exist.
Oh, she just freaking trapped her in there with her own mind, basically.
Well, no, because she wanted to see what Beatrice would choose. Because Beatrice was allowed to choose. I think she's in the litter box. Because Beatrice was allowed to choose someone to be that person, or stay there forever and never do anything.
Oh.
And Subaru convinced her not that he was the person, but that she just needs to stop basically living in here forever.
Yeah.
Anyways, so finally got her out, and then she's the one who got rid of the Raditz because she sent them all to an alternate dimension.
Interesting.
So they will forever, for all eternity, eat each other.
Oh,
Because
wow.
they infinitely replicate, but they also infinitely eat everything.
Oh, wow.
So they're just going to eat each other, and then new ones are going to pop up, and that's just going to be the endless thing.
Well, that's not good.
But that's okay, because they're basically mindless. And they're gluttony incarnate, which is the whole point, because gluttony, the Witch of Gluttony created them as a way of basically being like, I'm going to create this,
So what's
this
the...
being,
Yeah.
so that the world has infinite food, right? But she was like, but also she was like, you cannot expect to eat for free.
Yeah.
Like essentially, like if you want to eat, you have to kill them. But it's also totally fair that whatever you're trying to eat should be allowed to also try to eat you.
And then
and
she
that's-
made a super weapon.
She basically made a super weapon that just eats everything in its path.
Like plants, animals.
Yep, plants, animals, everything.
Oh my gosh.
And so like you can kill them and you can eat them.
How dangerous are they one-on-one?
Not at all.
okay.
Incredibly easy to kill.
Okay, but there's just...
But there's like thousands of them, and they
See.
all travel together.
Yeah,
So literally impossible.
that's crazy. Friggin'... So what's the whole deal with the witches?
I mean,
So like I've seen that they're like a thing, obviously, in the series.
Yeah.
But like, what did they... Are they all evil, or they just do their own things?
I think in a sense that would be what would make them evil, because it's
That
not
they do their
necessarily
own
that
thing.
most of the time they do things out of evil, like with an intention to hurt people.
Yeah.
But they also like do whatever they want. And that was the whole problem with them.
I know that there were a couple that seemed blatantly evil, like, what was it, Lust? I think.
I don't think Rust was it. I don't
Wasn't
know.
she the one that the one-armed dude fought? He was the dude with the knight helmet, and he could cast, like, fire magic and stuff.
I don't know.
Interesting.
Well, because all the witches are dead.
Oh, they're all dead.
Well, because that's the problem with why everybody hated the Witch of Envy so much. Because the witches existed, and then basically the Witch of Envy showed up and freaking killed all of them.
How'd she do that?
I don't know. But she basically killed everyone.
What was the white-haired one's name?
Echidna, the Witch of Greed. Unless you're talking about the elf
one-
girl.
No, the
that's
one that
the-
made fun of him for, like, yes, everything in here is technically my bodily fluids.
Yeah, that's Echidna, the Witch of Greed.
So is she evil?
Technically, yes, because she will do anything in her pursuit for knowledge.
Oh,
And so she would literally sacrifice anyone to gain knowledge.
I see.
So she ends up using Subaru a lot.
But, like, she gives him stuff.
Kind of. She kind of gives him stuff, but also
Then why does he work for her?
he doesn't exactly work for her. No?
Oh, she's, like, manipulating him to do stuff?
Well, yeah, because in season 2, the whole thing is they're going through the sanctuary, which is the trial of her the sanctuary's trial, which she created, and so he's running into her a lot through that because of that. You remember Bellicuse though from season 1, the crazy cultist guy with the magical invisible arms that would like talk about love and whatever and just like go crazy.
Wait, wasn't he, like, Rim and Ram's master or something? Or is that the...
That's plausible. It was the cultist guy that like he was like white face, green hair, and he was like he's super crazy weird.
I'm trying to remember. It's been so long. It's been so long since I freaking saw any of ReZero. I'm trying to remember.
Well, either way.
I'm assuming he rips Subaru apart multiple times.
Oh yeah, kills a lot of people. It's really fun.
We can end this here, I think.
No, Brandon, you cannot just end things.
Oh right, freaking him, Subaru and that freaking knight dude are the ones that kill him.
Yeah.
Right? Because freaking the sword dude can see him or something. No, he can't. Subaru can see him, right?
And he can use his eyeballs.
Yeah, and he helps the sword dude slay him. The spirit sword guy, whatever his name is.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyways, if you enjoyed the video, consider liking and subscribing.
Definitely go check out our other content.
And until next time, peace out.
Bye-bye.